So how did we meet?
Oh boy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys have been having a blessed week so far. I'm really excited because today I'm going to be doing a Q&A with you all. I've never done this before, so hopefully this goes smoothly. Remember, if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Alright, let's get to it! What are the challenges you face in serving God and being a Christian today? What are some of the greatest things about being a Christian that you have discovered? One of my greatest challenges was really discovering and understanding who I am in Christ, and that no matter what I do, that can't be taken away from me. And God is never going to look at me and think, oh my gosh, I don't love that girl. Look at all the things she's doing in life. No, He's going to look at me with abundant grace and be like, Nave, I still love you. I still died for you. He's constantly pursuing us and constantly going after us and constantly showing us grace. Like, how cool is that? When you graduate, what kind of job would you like? I feel like God is going to open up doors where I'm able to use life in the ministry. Don't know how I'm going to do that just yet, but I'll get there. Tell us a little bit about your family. I have two siblings. I am the middle child. My younger brother's name is Braulio. My older brother's name is Kevin. And then my parents, I call them ma mère, mon père. It's just French for my mother and my father. My parents are both pastors. My older brother works for a financial company, and my younger brother is still in high school. My older brother is married, has two kids, and he has one on the way. I have two nieces, and then I don't know if this new baby is going to be a nephew or a niece. Hopefully another niece. Because I didn't grow up with sisters, so I would love to, have a lot of little girls in the family. I mean, I guess I play two instruments. I wouldn't say that I play the guitar. I can play it here and there. I'm definitely not a guitar player. You want to see a guitar player? My brother is a guitar player. Oh my goodness, he's amazing. The best guitar player I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even trying to be biased. He's just gifted. The Lord gave him that gift. I actually would just say I play piano. Again, I'm not the best piano player. I can just play it to worship. Does anyone else in your family play or sing? Yes, my family is very musically inclined. All of them in my family, except my mom, play instruments. My older brother can literally play any instrument in the book. He is incredibly wicked talented. My younger brother can play the drums and the bass, and then my dad, he can basically play all the instruments as well. And I mean, I just sing. My mom's a really good singer too. Are you going to be getting your hands dirty and getting very involved in the spring planting season? Yes! I'm excited. I cannot wait for planting season. I know it's just around the corner, but I'm just ready to do it now. I just want to start already. How hard is it for a young person these days to live a life for Christ? It can be difficult, but I just encourage, young people out there who are going after the Lord. Don't let the things of this world distract you. Don't let people bring you down. You got this. It's going to be hard sometimes, but just get back up. Keep going, because you already have the victory in Jesus' name, no matter the circumstance or the situation. You can get back on your feet. You can choose joy. You can keep going, and God's going to be there to help strengthen you. I like this question. What do you find attractive about Cole? One of my favorite things about Cole is how passionate he can be about something. Once he has his mind set on something, he goes for it. And I love that about him. That's so cool. It's just so cool to see his determination to get things done. His vision. Oh, I love the way he envisions things. He goes after it. He executes it. He figures out what he wants and he goes and he gets it. I absolutely love that about Cole. But even more than that, I love his love for the Lord. But yes, I do like his hair and his smile, and he's funny and he's nice and he's encouraging. I could go on forever, but overall, Cole is a really cool guy. Yeah.
My favorite thing about you is your willingness to learn. Nave is not as scared to jump into anything. If I ask her to do whatever, she doesn't hesitate. She just does it. Unless it comes to pew-pews.
No!
As in the kind that go boom. She talks a big talk until you put one in her hand and she doesn't want to.
I never talked a big talk about pew-pews. In my defense, I had a really bad experience and I was just nervous, okay? But I did it.
The other day I gave Neva a full instruction on how to operate a pew-pew just in case she had to. I'm saying pew-pews because of reasons the platform you're watching this on doesn't like the other word. So we're gonna say pew-pews. But anyway, I gave her a full pew-pew safety course and we went out back and I had her operate the pew-pew, and it took a few minutes of coaxing before she would finally use it.
Yeah, okay, I was a little scared, but that's because, again, I had a bad experience with a big pew-pew, and it hit my shoulder really hard, and I was scared this little pew-pew was gonna do the same thing. So how did we meet?
Oh boy, long story. Ultimately, it sparks back to when I was a little boy and I was taught to be very tight with my money. So, I would walk about a mile to class every day when I was in college because I didn't want to have to pay for a parking pass. And so I'm walking to class. We just got about that much snow and I'm trudging along in my little boots and, minding my merry way. And I look up the street about 2 blocks and I see this van stuck on the side of the road. I'm like, oh man, this is probably some soccer mom with like 4 kids in there. They're probably going crazy. She's late to work. They're late to school. She's going to be in a bad mood. So as I'm getting closer, I'm just like, well, maybe nobody's in it because I didn't see anyone moving around. And then I got about 100 feet away and then out pops Nave. She's like, hey, can you help me? And I'm like, yeah, not a problem. What she did is she took the corner too fast and it's slippery, so if you've never driven on ice before, what happens is you turn the wheel, but your car stays going straight. So she just barely got turned in, then her car pushed her right up onto the snowbank on the side, so she got stuck. So I just had her hop in, have her crank the wheel to the right, put it in reverse, and I got up front and pushed her out, and then she gave me a ride to class.
A few hours later, I noticed that he was in my Instagram DMs, and I was like, who the heck is Cole the Corn Star? And I realized it was him because he goes, hey, here's my number just in case you get stuck again. So I thought that was pretty smooth.
The rest is history.
Yeah, pretty much. When did you meet Daddy and Mama Cornstar? And how was the experience and your first impressions? Okay, so this is probably going to become a shocker to them and to you all. But actually, the very first time I met Mama Cornstar and Daddy Cornstar was the first time I hung out with Cole. Cole and I actually met in a snowbank. After the whole snowbank incident, he was just kind of like texting me, asking to hang out, and I just kept avoiding and being really hesitant about it. Eventually, I was just like, you know what, why don't you just like come to my campus ministry? And then he showed up. I was super shocked that he even came. We talked a little bit after service. He invited me to a Super Bowl party, and I was just like, all right. That day that we were supposed to go to the Super Bowl party, he texted me and he's like, hey, that party got canceled, but I still want to hang out with you. You want to come and like check out my farm? And I was like, sure. I was just kind of hesitant because I was like, all the way to your place? This is the first time we've hung out. I don't really know how I feel about that. But I mean, Cole seemed really nice and I trusted him. So I was just like, all right, let's do it. So we went to his farm and I wasn't expecting to meet his family at all. But anyways, I ended up going over and I met his entire family. I mean, his mom, his dad, his brother, his sister's husband. I met them all in one day. The first day that Cole and I hung out. I think they thought I was Cole's girlfriend at the time, but I don't know. We kind of just like clicked right off the bat. Really liked each other right away. It was really obvious. My first impressions of them was this family is crazy. No, I'm just kidding. They're awesome. They're really nice people. They're very welcoming from the get-go. Very friendly, very inviting. I felt right at home from day one. So shout out to the Cornstar family. Do the constant marriage comments under both yours and Cole's videos bother you or feel too pushy? They don't really bother us. They're not pushy at all in any way. It's actually really sweet that you guys think we're that good of a couple.
How do you like riding your dirt bike with me?
Is that even a question? I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. I cannot wait for Cole to get his bike here so that way we can ride together. And he's gonna get his helmets with the little mic. He's gonna regret that.
We have a lot of work to do here on Cornstar Farms, but at the same time, we realize we have to take some time off of work every now and again and go do the fun stuff. So riding dirt bikes is something Nave really likes to do. It's something I like to do. So we're definitely going to be doing a lot more of that together.
You thought about moving to a different city or state? There's something about Iowa that I just really enjoy. And I just really like that it's a good place to raise a family, just kind of peaceful and quiet, but it's also really fun and you can do a lot in Iowa, especially out in the country, I've learned. What would your dream vacation be? Skydiving! I don't know. I just know that my dream vacation, wherever I go, it would be me skydiving, preferably with Cole. So you guys should encourage him to go skydiving with me because I would really enjoy that. I'm a thrill seeker. I absolutely love anything that involves doing something outside, using your body to do something fun. That would be my dream vacation. I would not enjoy spending every single day on vacation on the beach. I would go crazy. I mean, yes, you could swim for a while. I like the beach, but for like 1-2 hours max and I'm ready to go. My dream vacation is actually just doing something crazy and fun and just being active and doing anything that's gonna boost my adrenaline. How often and how far have you been on your dirt bike? I try to ride my dirt bike whenever it's nice. If it's nice out, I'm probably gonna be on my bike going in between farms or just riding around in the fields when I can. I love my bike and I would go anywhere with it. I have ridden about 4 miles. I definitely want to go farther. First, I need to get my motorcycle license and get a bike that's street legal. If I can get on it because the weather's nice, I'm getting on my bike. Have you popped any wheelies on your bike? No, I haven't yet. Cole tried and he says that he doesn't think my dirt bike is the type of bike that I can do a wheelie on. I guess it's just not powerful enough. I do want to learn how to do that.
What was the biggest change for you when you came out here onto the farm and you saw how life was here? What was the difference in the perception you had on it before you ever came to a farm versus after?
My perception on a farm was completely different than what it is now. When I first thought of a farm, I kind of thought of like your picture book idea of a farm, but then I came out here, it's completely different. There's just so much that goes into a farm, things that you wouldn't even think of looking into it from an outsider's perspective. I guess my perspective on farming has completely changed, and I definitely respect farmers a lot more than I had. I was surrounded by farmers, I didn't even realize it. I mean, I knew there were farms out there, but I never stopped to think, like, what do these farmers do? And they do a lot of work. They're very hardworking people. If you could live anywhere, where would you live and why? I like it here. I don't really want to move. That's a hard question for me. Once you and Chloe are hitched, how many youngsters y'all want? 3. I'm not having more than 3. Your secondary studies include musical arts. No, they don't. I can sing a little bit, but I'm not that musically inclined. I don't think I could do that. Have you always lived in Iowa? Have you traveled or been in any other states? Yes, I was actually born and raised here in Iowa in Waterloo. And I've been to several states. I've been all over the Midwest. I've been to some southeast states. I've been west a little bit. I've done quite a bit of traveling. I haven't hit the East Coast yet, except Florida, but that's it. My plans are actually to get really involved with the church, eventually get credentialed to be a minister or a pastor. I really want to work with youth and young adults, and I just kind of want to be there for people, encourage them, love on them, show them how to live for the Lord, just kind of be a light in their lives. There's a lot of young people out here. I feel like a lot of them haven't really been exposed to Jesus the way I've been exposed to it. It'd be really cool to start a revival out here with all the young people and the farmers. I feel like the word religious isn't the best description for what I believe. I think that a personal relationship with Jesus is actually the better terminology for it. What are some of your hobbies or interests? I actually just really like exposing myself to something I've never done before and trying it out. But I also really like doing absolutely anything outdoorsy. I want to go bike riding and kayaking and rock climbing. Some of the things on my bucket list is skydiving, swimming with sharks. Oh, guys, you know what I really want to do? I really want to survive in the wilderness. I know, it's so silly. I want someone to take me out to the middle of nowhere, leave me there, and I have to survive for a few days. I have to learn how to make a fire first. I'm gonna learn how to do that.
Do you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
Sometimes. It depends.
They're alright.
You fear that Cole's biceps may one day become too big and they lose the ability to hug. Yes.
I don't know, you guys tell me.
I'm terrified.
No. What equipment did you know of before farming?
I didn't know of any equipment. I didn't know what a skid loader was. The combine, I had no idea that even existed. I never even thought about like how the farmers like pick their corn or take the corn out or whatever. I kind of just saw it my entire life and just thought it was the norm, but I never knew the process. I knew nothing about tools. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's so silly because they're simple tools, but now I know what like basic tools are called. I'm just learning more and more as a new tool is used every day on the farm.
What was it like when you found out I was a YouTuber?
When I found out Cole was a YouTuber, he only had about 150 subscribers. I had no idea that that was something he did. He sent me a video one time. He was like, watch this video, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And I watched it and I thought it was pretty neat, but didn't really think much of it. I just knew that he liked making videos about what he was doing on the farm, and I thought it was cool and neat. I mean, he was just cool to me from the start, so I didn't think anything different of you. Just thought you were cool.
Nave, how cool is it to drive all the equipment that you've gotten to drive on the farm?
It is so cool to learn how to drive all this farm equipment and stuff. It is really neat. It's nice to be able to get into a machine and know I can drive this, like I can do this, I can start this. And how many people know how to do that? Not many. So it is exciting to be able to do something like that. The scariest one, I think, I didn't really find any of them scary, to be honest. I thought they were all really fun. And I guess the scariest one could be the semi, just because it's really big. I've never done it. It had a clutch. What do you like better, studying or farming? Farming? Are you kidding? No offense to school, but I feel like you learn way more on a farm than you do in class.
What's your favorite thing?
My favorite one by far so far, because we haven't hit planting season, so I don't know what it's like to run a planter, is definitely the combine. I could spend hours and hours and hours in the combine. I would not get bored. I would be super excited the entire time, especially at night. I don't know what it is about me, but like I really enjoy like little lights, like the lights turning on the combines on the sides, the headlights, all of that. Like I just find it really cool. It reminds me of an airport, and I really like airports for some reason. Seeing all the equipment with their little flashing lights and stuff kind of remind me of an airport, and it just makes me feel like I'm traveling, even though like I'm in the middle of a cornfield.
What's your least favorite?
I don't think I've had a least favorite. I think they're all very fun to drive. It's all new to me, so it's all still super exciting, but I guess if I had to pick a least favorite, I can't. I really can't. I like them all. They're all really fun.
It's a good answer.
What's your favorite thing in farming? I really like working out in the field. Definitely harvest season was really exciting for me. Just the entire time you're riding out in this field, but I know that sounds crazy and it sounds like how in the world could that be fun? But let me explain it this way. I used to work for this company and I would sit there for hours staring at a screen. I would rather sit in a chair for hours working this really cool piece of equipment and staring at the beautiful scenery around me. When the sun is rising, when the sun is coming down, all the lights in the sky, the clouds just moving throughout the day, like all the movement, seeing the wildlife. How could you not like that? It's amazing. You have to do it for work anyways. You're sitting in a chair staring at a screen. I'd much rather be sitting in a combine staring at the beauty of the world and working and getting to be a part of a team.
What I always compare it to is mowing your lawn. You know the satisfying feeling you get when you mow your lawn? It's like that when you're out in the field, but times 100.
And it's just fun, especially when you have someone in the buddy seat keeping you company. You guys get to conversate the entire time, make jokes, and enjoy farming. Who wouldn't want to do that?
How do you like the nice schedule of working 8 hours a day?
Working 8 hours a day? What schedule? There's no schedule. You work all day sometimes. Most of the time, you're just out there till things get done, till you have to stop.
Or 1 o'clock in the morning rolls around and you figure you better get to bed, otherwise you're going to be a zombie the next day.
He would totally be out there riding till 3 in the morning and waking up at 6 in the morning the next day. He's crazy. I don't know how he gets all this energy to work.
I like what I do.
Yeah, and he also eats for like 4 people, so that explains the energy. What is your favorite hymn? Days of Elijah. Would that be considered a hymn? Behold, he comes, riding on the clouds, shining like the sun. As the trumpet calls, lift your voice, and the year truly out of Zion till salvation calls. I guess that's it.